When Knudsen ended his nearly year-long investigation, he summarized it in 4 separate reports detailing the corruption of the agency and a favored contractor. He then provided those reports as promised to San Luis Obispo District Attorney Dan Dow.
We talked about the lack of transparency at the IWMA, the billing process at the IWMA, the contracting process at the IWMA, the obvious conflicts of interest between the IWMA and Tenborg, and the lack of record keeping and destruction of records. I think we discussed all of that.
Knudsen and his associates had every reason to think that Dow would welcome the information they were providing. After all, Dow talked the talk about public corruption.
When Dan Dow, our current district attorney, was running for office roughly 6 years ago, I sat down with him and I said, I will give you my support. I will support you, provided you agree to go after corruption in the county, go after corrupt government institutions and people who are creating them. And he very sincerely gave me his word on that.
Easier said than done. Wayne Hall and Knudsen met with the district attorney, and Hall remembers that 2 issues were stressed to Dow: the corrupt rot within the IWMA and the perjury of Tenborg and his cohorts in the Calcoast News trial. Hall soon saw that things were going south.
As Carl presented the case, Dan pushed aside the components of it that Carl was emphasizing that had to do with perjury in court. And I don't recall the exact words, but I can, the entire dialogue, but some of the words sure pop out, where Dan Dow made it clear everybody lies in court. That if he was to go after everybody who did, that'd be a full-time job.
Following that meeting with Dow, the full import of his words began to sink in.
This can't be right. And Dan responded in the text that, yeah, we're not going after perjury. We don't. It's very rare. Nobody else does it. We just don't do perjury. And so we were pretty disappointed to hear that was absolutely off the table.
Committing or suborning perjury in California is a felony and punishable by up to 4 years in state prison.
I would love to see our district attorney go after this, and I don't see that happening. I think he has just become one of the crowd.
And those reports of Knudsen's that made their way to Dan Dow's desk early last year? That's where they sit today.